Where's this train go to?
I used to go to Seattle.
And now? Doesn't go to Seattle anymore?
I'm not sure. I think it goes to Northern California. Could still go to Seattle, I'm not sure.
Was it different when it went to Seattle?
What the hell are you asking? It's a train. It used to go to Seattle. Now it may not go to Seattle. Or it could still go to Seattle. Or it could go to Spokane or Stockton. But it's always gonna be a fucking train, is what I think.
Did you ever ride it all the way to Seattle?
I rode it once or twice to Seattle. I was a young man then.
They tell me the baby's gonna start kicking soon. I'll be able to feel it. Did you ever feel the baby kick? Shirley's baby? When she was pregnant?
I don't recall that.
I believe him, but I haven't felt anything yet. Do you remember when Henry was born?
I wasn't there when Henry was born. I wasn't there when Henry died.
Shirley told me it was a difficult birth. Shirley seems so old to have been your wife. Does that mean?
I don't care if it is mean. I have nothing to do with Shirley. And I don't talk to Shirley.
Does this train come?
Does being pregnant mean you're unable to shut up? Is that part of what happens? You just can't stop talking. I'll have to look that up, the talking problem with pregnant women.
I wanted to talk to you about the baby. It's your baby too. TV reporter around. Then you talked. Then you patted me on the belly and said this is your new life.
Sometimes when I'll be walking, just be a city, walking down the street, I'll see a certain kind of woman, a mother and her children, or maybe it's only one, a mother and her child, but the child will be in a new, expensive stroller. Big, expensive stroller it'll be. And the woman will have stopped wearing makeup by now, and she'll be in comfortable clothes, expensive of course, but comfortable. And she'll be clean and fresh, and the child will be even cleaner and fresher. There are times that as this woman passes, I'll have to step off the sidewalk for this woman, because the stroller, it's big. It's bigger than it needs to be. It's big, and I'll have to step into the gutter usually. And as this passes, the little child will turn its little head and look at me. And then I will make the most hideous, monstrous face I know how to make, and my tongue will come out and flap at this child, and usually the child will start to cry. I think then how my flapping tongue will invade his or her dreams for years. For years, I hope. Long and ugly tongue that flaps like the wings of a vulture, stirs the air like birds of prey circling their dinner. I've even tried to wonder what those dreams would be like, but that I cannot do. You can tell. You can tell. You can tell at 10 weeks, 12 weeks. You got 10 in the litter, say. You got 10 of you watch. You watch them. One or two will behave in a special way.
What I'm gonna do.
What you're gonna do.
Remember we talked about it? I thought about it.
A puppy, 10 weeks old. I've seen him put their head down a little bit and bang right into the fucking wall. Nothing else matters when you're examining young dogs. All that matters is what is there at the beginning, when you look to see what you have.
Hey, you were on television. The reporter said that you were like Attila the Hun. I looked that motherfucker up and he's right. And I seen where this reporter, he spoke to that cop in Oregon.
I know that cop.
Yeah, cop's doing like a book thing. It's about riding the rails. about the crime and the violence.
What are you laughing at? I'll be in that book. You're gonna talk to me about that. You're gonna talk to me about Sam.
Yeah, Sam been doing 25 years, man.
Sam is doing his 25 years in Florida. Indian River, which is where somebody else famous was kept. They'll charge that wall. And you know what you can see when one of them hits that wall full tilt? One will pick himself up and do it again. And another will stumble back to find its mother. Now, which do you think is the better dog? It's the one that went back to find its mother. That surprise you?
Nothing surprises me.
Sam is about possibly the stupidest man I have ever met.
You know, my dad, he raised bulldogs. Oh, I remember the pit man, Jack something, big guy, 300 pounds or something. And he had a heart attack. And he almost died right there in my dad's backyard. So what, you think I don't know anything about dogs? Yeah.
Crooked Dice was a registry of merit bitch. And I saw her. Always she would work the front end. She liked to pull him by the nose, make him panic, make him look at her face. And in her eyes was flame. And she was a 6-time winner. She beat 2 other 4-time winners. She beat that Cajun dog down in Bogalusa, where the fuck that place is. Niggers handle the other 4-time winner, big nigger named Curly. Big nigger.
I was gonna ask not to do it, Dogmouth. But you tell me the place, you tell me where, and I'll do it.
Registry of merit is not bullshit. I took that dog to 3 states. Anybody called us out, we went, and that bitch could not be beat. I won't ever have another dog like that.
So tell me the place. Show me when and where, and I'll do it, man. Fuck all this. Just tell me the place, man. Just tell me where.
And she said that. This is what Lindy said she said. Why is I going to live with that man? He's mentally ill. Why is I going to have a baby, for Christ's sakes? Have that man's baby when he has been to prison and is mentally ill. I thought Marie was my friend. And I feel like going right over to her where she lives. So it's a good thing we are where we are. Marie is nobody to be calling anybody else a name. I think she spread her legs for enough.
Is Lindy your friend?
I think she is.
I wonder why she told you this.
Well, she tells me everything. You think she shouldn't have told me?
I think it's made you upset.
I love you, Terry. Do you feel good that I'm so much younger than you?
Lots of people are younger than me.
Yeah, but they don't love you, and I do. You don't like to talk about these things, do you?
What is it we're talking about, do you think?
My mother said I was sick and must have a disease, and my father spit at me. Did you look at that newspaper I gave you?
That picture, that boy with his head cut off? That boy was stupid, thinking he knew about hopping trains. And he was young and immortal, wasn't he? Damn fool. Never seen him before. Now he's walking in God's country, isn't he? Fuck that boy. Fuck him. Throwing his life away.
He's just a young boy.
Just a young boy. You remember that bird you had that died, little canary or something?
It's a parakeet.
Yeah, you said the same thing, just a little bird. And you were crying.
Yeah.
And I felt terrible for you, Nye. I felt bad.
You didn't seem to feel bad.
No. I just stop, I look away, and go on with what I gotta do. 'Cause it's unbearable. Death of a bird. It's unbearable. Unbearable. You could see in that picture that boy was wearing new Nikes. And right next to his fucking Nikes was his fucking head. Sitting there like cantaloupe or a basketball admiring his brand new Nikes. What was ahead? His head, a minute ago talking, saying dumb shit, and then fell right under that wheel and got cut off. And bounced, I reckon, and landed right side up, so you could admire his brand new Nikes. I don't cry at the death of a bird. If I cried at the death of a bird, parakeet, I would lose myself forever. A newspaper printing a photograph of a boy with his head cut off.
They shouldn't have done that.
There's something else in that newspaper. Something about the hobos getting murdered in the western states.
But they didn't mention you or anything but Denver Red.
Yeah, but you looked for me, didn't you?
Yeah. I was worried.
I was worried too. But nothing was said, so it was all right.
Tell Melvin yourself. I'll go up to the bridge and back.
That's all I fucking care.
That was Hudson.
That was Hudson and Browning and that fat fuck, that fat kraut. Likes to stare at your balls when you're in the shower down there.
I don't know him, man. I don't know him yet.
Fat fuck. Fat kraut prick. Big fat fuck with his gut hanging over his belt. He stinks of garlic and he likes to make big eyes at you. Fat kraut. He always cuts himself shaving. Huh? He's got these white pieces of toilet paper stuck to his big fat neck. He's got these moles. They got this thick hair growing out of each mole. Fuck him. I hate that cocksucker. Fuck him. Benji the Mexican tried to hit him through the bars when I was in jail down there last time. We hit him through the bars.
They got those bars,
Yeah,
man.
bars you can punch through. Man wants to get down on his knees and lick your balls. That's what. Fat kraut prick.
Right now it's fucking cold, man.
1 a.m. What the hell I do out at 1 a.m.?
Yeah, it's fucking cold.
The three of them, Hudson and Browning and the fat kraut, just smoking cigarettes riding around the one Ford Bronco. Just smelling the garlic air, the fat kraut. They don't care. They're enjoying themselves, looking for crackheads, looking for dope fiends, looking for dope fiend crackheads. And if they find the crackheads, then everything is good. Everything is good like a motherfucker.
Better though, man, if they found you. Better even than a crackhead. Dogmouth, that's his nickname, right? I picked up that Dogmouth. I wanted to ask him some questions, man. Yeah. Shit, man, that'd be fucking great.
I don't sleep anymore, you know that? Hardly sleep. It's a sickness that I have. The sickness of no sleep. I sat awake one night. After that, I couldn't sleep anymore. I sat awake thinking about how I was gonna die. What it would be like when I was gonna die. All night I thought about it. I thought about it until it was light, until it was morning. After that, I couldn't sleep anymore. How you gonna die, Becker? I think. I sit when it's quiet. I think about getting old and how death is coming closer. I think about getting old and losing my teeth and how death is getting closer and closer and how I will think differently about it, how I will sense that moment of death. How I will be able to get a sense of that as being the end. How after that moment, there won't be any more moments or any more. There won't be any more. I won't be, and I won't have been, and I won't be here thinking about that, how I won't be. So nothing matters. Nothing matters of me. I won't be looking back the way I was looking forward. And I think about that little boy, Terry or Groucho. They call me that, Groucho. And I go off to think about dying. Get away from my father, Ellen. And go off and think about how far in the future that was when I die. Way, way far in the future. The same little boy thought that shit, the same one that dies, same as Dogmouth. That little boy won't be. He won't be. He won't be looking back. There are no memories after you die. And all that time between that little boy and that toothless old fuck, all that time is just wiped out. And all that thinking is just Disappeared. Only nothing is left. Not emptiness. I won't be left. I won't be. I won't be. And all that being, it's just gone. Gone.
Damn.
That was Wilmer, man. That was Wilmer.
Wilbur tried to tell him where I am.
He'll try to tell him how to find you, man. That's true.
They'll release him in the morning.
Yeah, but he'll have told him what he knows, you know? So fuck him, man. Should we kill him?
You can't talk like that. Becker.
Yeah.
You can't talk like that.
All right, I won't. Okay.
I don't care what Wilmer says. Wilmer can tell anything he wants. I don't care. Wilmer's a man who knows nothing about anything. He's a man who knows nothing about nothing. He's a fucking idiot who sits in a trailer and listens to the radio all day.
He doesn't have a TV, that's true.
No, he doesn't. I know some shit about Wilmer, so when I tell you he's a nothing, a man who knows nothing about nothing, I am basing this on facts that I know. Christ! Hiding here like school children. I'm disgusted with myself. That's the way it is.
Yeah, but you got a new wife, you know? You got a baby coming, man. And she's a good-looking girl, too, you know? Young, good-looking girl right there.
My father was a sailor. A sailor. And he died at sea. You ever hear of DOSA? Death in the High Seas Act. It's a law the government passed that says if a sailor dies at sea, then the owner of the company has to pay his family all his wages as if he lived a full, normal life. And my mother, Mary Ann, she collected $41,000 on that. That was a lot of money at the time. And the owner of the company paid right away, no bullshit. And Mary Ann, she picked up and married this half nigger named Kincaid. Half white, half island nigger from some island off of South America. And Kincaid sure as fuck wasn't going to take me along, so he sent me to some people he knew in Bakersfield. I grew up in Bakersfield. I lived with the Taylor family, and Mary Ann and Kincaid, they took off for his island to live among the islanders. I stayed with the Taylors for about a year, and then I left.
How old were you when you left, man? You never told me this.
15. I was 15. I set out to find Mary Ann and Kincaid, but I only got as far as San Diego. Far as I got. I am the same age now as Eldon when he died. Chief mate in a private pleasure boat, private luxury boat that movie stars and like rented. John Wayne, he rented that boat lots of times. Yeah, my father had more than one conversation with John Wayne. He knew some shit about John Wayne. Private pleasure boat people do some funny things, and he would see, but he wouldn't say anything. But the big shots, they knew. They knew, so around Christmas time especially, they'd send him presents, and one Christmas, could have been John Wayne, I don't know, could have been. We got this genuine bearskin rug and a case of 30-year-old scotch. The bear rug still had the bear's head on it, and I remember playing soldiers on that head as if it was a big mountain or something.
So who else, man? Who else famous rented that boat?
Lots of famous people. Mamie Van Doren rented that boat. She stayed for the whole cruise, and Ellen said he fucked her, but I don't believe him. I mean, you never know, but I doubt he fucked Mamie Van Doren.
Hey, man, you know, I mean, the women have always liked you, man. That's what you hear, you know. So, you know, maybe your dad was like that too, right? So maybe, right? You don't know. Maybe.
I like to think he did. I mean, I sure like to think he fucked someone like Mamie Van Doren. Fuck. Lord. I can't fucking believe it. Believe it. I know.
You want to feel it kick? Terry,
I don't want to feel anything.
it's your baby. You don't want to feel it? What good will that do? What good will that do? I've been hit before.
Listen, maybe I should leave. I don't know. Should I leave? Or...
They've outlawed dog fights. Officially now, they passed a law. The way you get good dogs is breeding good dogs. You find out it's a good dog by fighting them. I loved all my dogs. I would cry sometimes if one of my dogs was hurt. But I knew if a dog fought badly, stupidly, then that wasn't a dog I should breed. That dog could have been killed, I don't care. You can lose sometimes, show some gameness. I had a game bitch. I brought her just for her gameness. She didn't have much else, no mouth, no endurance, but she had a lot of heart. That bitch would never back away, she would never turn. She was happy to die, didn't matter to her. And then Sonny had a bitch. Didn't even know she was a pit bull. Could have been something mixed with bulldog, but who cared? She was a winner. You could tell just looking at her what she would throw. Centuries of breeding winners, and now there's a law. Says it's cruel to fight dogs. That's because what they want. There's a boring, obsequious dog, a boring dog to fetch the ball for you. That's what they want. Because such fucking useless dogs won't remind them of how fucking useless they are. But a real dog, a game, fighting dog, is a reminder of a life which they tell themselves doesn't exist. I believe they know it exists, but they lie. They lie to themselves. They lie, and they lie, and they lie until, well, it has taken some time, but they almost start to believe that the world is a place where all you have to do is bounce rubber balls. I've had dogs so noble it causes you to suffer just to gaze upon them. You suffer in the presence of such courage. It makes it impossible to flee the hidden world inside of us. That devil's kingdom, which is the only real thing there is in life. And when you can't run from it, when you can't hide, then you gotta push that elevator and go down. You push down and you go down and down and down until you reach the sin and the filth and the pain. Then you are someone worth knowing. But if you stay in the lobby, then all you're gonna do is fetch rubber balls all your life.
Think I've been hit? I've been hit. I've been kicked.
Yeah, you're pregnant. Look, people can have episodes, you know?
Is that what that was? An episode?
Yeah, people can attack things, man. I seen a guy once attack a city bus. Stood in front of it and he waited, man, and when it stopped, he started kicking and screaming at it and shit.
I've been kicked. I've seen other women kicked and hit with sticks and shit.
Look, he's not what you call a good man. See, but I don't ask other people's business. That's not a good idea. I don't do it.
I love him. And I know he isn't a good man, but I never wanted a good man.
So are you all right?
I don't know what good men are. I don't know what good women are neither, but I've heard people talk about good men since I was little. It's like a rare bird unseen in generations, but they still figured it existed. Somewhere.
So, yeah, you're all right then. Eh?
I know what you're supposed to do. I wonder why the fuck you're doing it, though.
First, you don't know what I'm supposed to do. Second, you don't know a lot of things.
Because it's some low-life speed freak, it's okay? Is that how you think, Becker?
What, are we talking about something here?
Asshole!
Maybe I should kick you, man. Maybe I should hit you, you know? Bitch pops off the way you are, a man is fucking obligated to put a fist in her mouth. Dumb cunt. Shit, what are you, 20, 23, some shit like that? Oh yeah, you can call me a name. And you're not gonna get knocked on your ass, because Becker, man, he's just a broken down nothing. Bitch, I was trying to be nice to you. Look, you're way too fucking young. You don't have any idea what's going on out there.
Tell me about this guy, the one. How's his name? Mueller. Is that his name? Mueller.
Once in Oregon, there was this cop. It was a railroad cop. And he worked for the Northern Pacific. And he caught this guy, this little old fucker, man. Just grabbed him, right outside of the yard. And he set him on fire. Yeah, fucking railroad cop did this. He watched the guy burn for a minute or so. Then he went and he had breakfast. I always wondered, man, what it was that he had for breakfast that day, I mean, don't you wonder? One time the trains had names. Pan American Flyer, the City of New Orleans. Must mean I'm fucking old.
Oh, you're not old. You just want me to say that, huh?
And those were Eastern trains, or maybe Southern. But man, ain't nothing got a name out here. Not even trains got names west of the Rockies. Hey, New Lebanon. It's in Ohio. A city named New Lebanon. You know it?
Well, you Mr. Geography now?
My uncle said he liked the name of it, and that's why he moved us there. In the school, they spent a whole week explaining why we were called New Lebanon, and how it didn't have shit to do with, Lebanon, the country. Except it did a little. But I guess they didn't want us thinking we were Lebanese or something.
A girl said to me last night, middle of the night, whispered in my ear, "Why are you doing this to Mueller? Why is he getting killed?"
She said that to me too.
I'm wondering to myself, how does this bitch know his name is Mueller? I barely know his name is Mueller.
Hey, she's a smart girl and all that.
This doesn't bother you? She'd give you up faster than it took to book her.
I'm doing this, man. However long it takes, it's gonna get done.
However long?
However long it takes. I'll find Mueller, and I'll fucking kill him, like you said.
I know you aren't gonna kill him. You wouldn't kill him now with people knowing about it, especially. I know you're not gonna do it. You're not stupid. I don't think you are. And I know you're not gonna do it. I'd start to worry. A man I am in partnership with. Man seems too eager. Nothing bothers him. I might start to worry.
I mean, I'm not the one with an almost teenage girl hanging around me.
She can make a lot of money on a story like that. tipping off the police, selling a story to a newspaper, she could see a nice piece of change on something like that.
What are you saying, man? I mean, what's your opinion on it?
Just thinking out loud.
You're just thinking out loud.
That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, man. All right. All right.
I started something. You agree with that?
That you started something? Yeah, man. You started things.
Now, what did I start?
A place to go?
I can answer that. But I think when you join anything, when you join a group, you have responsibilities. Now, we've been all of us through a lot of shit. Called names, spit on. So, by coming together, we could we could play the angles a little bit, get a little bit of leverage. I got nothing to worry about. None of us has anything to care about. We don't have a family or a name or business. None of us has anybody to answer to. That was the fucking point of coming together.
All the men who carry nothing with them. Vietnam? We're all in Vietnam? It's that Buddy, man. Buddy wasn't in Nam.
Buddy was in prison.
And what we are, we scare people.
Yeah, we scare people. So I think that the railroad authorities, they start to worry that people might stop using the trains. They might get worried because there's no security. If people can go around robbing people, you know, these lousy hobo bums, throw people off trains, doing anything they want, everywhere they want, anything they want.
That's right, man. That's right.
So I have to believe, Becker. I have to wonder. If someone is out of line, and you know they're out of line, you're sure about it, you fucking take their life.
Otherwise, if you
Otherwise, everyone will know you're just blowing smoke. You're just a bunch of punks pretending. And I never pretend about anything, ever.
That's right.
Now, Mueller, I never even met, not face to face. Mueller is wrong.
Of course he is.
Mueller is wrong.
No question about it. The man is fucked up. No question about it.
No.
I don't see where he could be seen as, except as wrong. You know, fuck him. Fucking guy's crazy maybe, but he's wrong.
I started this. And we've all benefited from this, okay? We've all done okay with this. So I see no reason to let Mueller fuck with us. I don't care, you know, how it gets done.
I told you I'd take care of Mueller. I know where he lives most of the time. I know where he is most of the time. And I told you, I'll take care of it.
Take care of the problem.
I told you I'm going to do it, man. Fucking Mueller's may be crazy, right? But Mueller will be sorry, man, because he made a mistake. But that's his problem, man. It ain't mine.
And Naya, see? Naya is my problem. And all he had to do was come to me and say, Dogmouth, the bitch is talking about a thing she shouldn't even know about, much less talk about. And she is fucking with people, and she is fucking with you, and now I know. And I will handle Naya.
All right.
Because this is something which I began. It started with me. And that is how it will be for all time. And that is how it will end.
So Phoenix, Valley of the Sun. I had a cousin who went to Arizona State. She was a cheerleader and she loved it there. I went to visit her when I was around 12 for spring break. I remember it was really hot. And she was fucking just everyone, like the entire football team, but she wasn't happy because it was mostly players from the practice squad and not the starters. Well, shit, she was so damn ugly, I'm surprised anyone fucked her. I remember a lot of pawn shops in Phoenix, running out on the highway away from the Valley of the Sun. She was fucking this one guy, this big black guy. He was like 300 pounds, and his head was so big they had to build him a special helmet. They called him Watermelon Head. He would just laugh. He was a nice guy. He was just big. He had no idea what he was doing at a university. He liked game shows a lot, so that's what we would watch. My cousin was troubled, you know?
I don't like Phoenix much. Not so much. But I don't want to stay here. It's about 10 hours to Phoenix, maybe a bit more. I'm gonna see a man about a dog.
Are you gonna get a dog?
I'm gonna see a man about a dog, not a pet, a dog.
What man?
A man with a dog. If it's the right dog, a good dog, we'll take him down to Matamoros and we will see what we can see.
So, who is this man?
Man named Weeks. Supposed to have the top Jeep Red Boy stock in the country. Indian Sonny told me so, and Indian Sonny never makes mistakes about this stuff.
And Weeks is in Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
Baby's due in August. What is that? Is that a Leo? Be just like you. Have a baby that's a Leo. Do you think it'll be a boy? Can we talk about a name now?
What do you want to call it?
Terry Jr. If it's a boy. And if it's a girl, Rosa. After my Aunt Rosa.
I already have a son named Terry.
I know that, but you never seen him. You don't even know where he is. I still want to call him Terry. August isn't very long, so maybe we'll still be in Phoenix. I can't travel for the last few weeks, you know?
I know. I don't like Phoenix, though.
All right, but it's nice and hot in Phoenix, and I kind of like it when it's hot. Tell me more about the dog, Terry.
Weeks is a man with a name. And I keep hearing Weeks this and Weeks that, or this one here, this is out of a Weeks bitch, or Candy, 4-time winner. Beat a Rom Dog last time down in New Mexico, and that Rom Dog was game. And I heard different things, but that was a Southern Hill Combine dog. That match lasted 40 minutes. Lasted until that Rom Dog couldn't make it to the line. Both front legs damaged, and Little Bo picked him up. And Candy won that match, and that match made for a lot of people wanting a Weeks dog. I know he's heard of me. Indian Sonny said, sure, he's heard of you, the Dogmouth man. And he knows that I've been on TV, and even that I got a young bitch knocked up. And, asked about Denver Red. About the man going to jail in Mississippi.
Everyone likes to talk about the TV story.
Sure. Television story. Everyone wants to talk about a television story.
I didn't tell anyone we're going. I thought it was best not to.
Well, no. Either way, tell them, don't tell them, don't matter.
I'm glad you're taking me with you.
That child is yours. You'll take care of that child. Don't fucking expect anything from me where that child is concerned.
I can get welfare. I've been told all how to do that, and plus they give you food stamps, which I already get, but I guess now they'll give me more. What I want when the baby comes is for you to, just keep in touch. That way I'll know when the baby's old enough to travel, then I'll know where to come meet you.
Fine. All right. I can do that.
Is Becker gonna come meet us in Phoenix? I mean, I know he's not right now, but later. Is he gonna come hang with us in Phoenix?
Becker.
I mean, I know he can't come right away.
No, he can't.
But later. Is he gonna come meet us later?
Where do you think he's going first?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You told Becker you knew.
I know what he's doing. I don't know where he's going.
Tell me what he's doing.
Then you want me to know?
Tell me what he's doing.
He's gonna go kill someone.
You think that something should be talked about? If someone were going someplace to kill someone, how would you feel about someone getting killed? That's not an everyday thing, is it? How would you feel about someone getting killed?
These are people I don't know. I don't feel anything. Tell me about Phoenix.
Phoenix is in Arizona, and Phoenix is hot.
Do blacks, have it better in Phoenix? Is that why you came here?
What makes you think I came here? Maybe I was born here.
Were you?
Niggas do okay in Phoenix, but it's hot in Phoenix.
Tell me more about Phoenix, though. What's it like in the city?
It's low, and everything looks like it's been bleached. You see, the sun has taken everything it can from everything that's there. I always have this sort of dream when I'm here. I'm waiting for someone to step over those mountains, a giant, and all we could see would be his boots almost, and he will step on Phoenix, and then there won't be a Phoenix.
The hell?
That's just how those mountains seem to me. But when you're right up next to them, you find that they're real mountains, and they're as big as they need to be. You understand?
What about the city? Are there lots of malls and shops? I know there's a football stadium.
Sun Devil Stadium. I worked selling ice cream at that stadium.
You sell a lot, huh? Because it's so hot, right?
I bet the people of Phoenix eat more ice cream than just about anywhere. I had a vending license and I had people working for me. And I'd work the entire season. I'd work concerts, revivals, all kinds of shit. I'd sold fucking ice cream at every motherfucking event. And now we wait for the Dogmouth.
No, he's here. I mean, somewhere.
I'd seen you both on TV. I know about Dogmouth. I saw that interview.
You like it?
I didn't think what was to like, I just watched it.
A lot of people watched it. They played it all over the country.
Television. Color television. I remember when television wasn't no color.
Uh-huh.
I'd heard about Dogmouth. At one time, his dogs were very well known. He had those 2 ROMs. And that little boy, he was a great producer. I know my business. My business isn't ice cream.
I never saw any of his dogs,
You ever gone to a match, seen 2 dogs? Well, now I am the man with the dogs people talk about. My dog right now, Egypt, he's a 4-time winner, and nobody wants nothing to do with us. Egypt will tear your leg down to the water. Once we traveled to Arkansas, and even then we won. But I had my dog on an IV. I just wanted him to recover. It had been a long trip, and Mr. Phoenix, he stayed up all night with me. And that match lasted 90 minutes. The first half hour, Egypt just held on to the nose and used defense. He just wanted to keep that big dog of Mr. Ellsworth out a little. That dog was stronger than Egypt, and my dog knew that. Finally, he got the Ellsworth dog in a throat hold, and Mr. Ellsworth asked us to scratch, because that dog looked dead. But when he scratched, he came out on fire, because that was a dead game dog. But Egypt got him again in the same throat hold, and this time we said no scratch. Either you pick that dog up now, or Egypt will take his motherfucking life right there in the corner of the box. Well, Mr. Ellsworth picked him up. And it took me 25 minutes to calm Egypt down. He was screaming. And that was the greatest fight I ever seen. So I have nothing to prove. And Dogmouth wanted to meet me, and I didn't ask why. But I seen him on TV.
Terry doesn't tell me about his business, so I don't know why either.
When's the baby due?
Next week. But you never know. That's what I've been told.
A little baby Dogmouth. Now isn't that a concept?
He's had other children, but this will be different.
Now when you get into Phoenix, I want you to be careful. They have some serious police in Phoenix. Just mean, stupid men. It's a little like the South, Phoenix is that way. I wonder why I don't leave. But probably it's a need to be feeling the boot heel of power stepping down on me. But since I've crawled out of that eternal dream, I've been feeling myself being stepped on. And so I've trained myself to enjoy it. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't think so.
You know, in cafeterias, those heat lamps keep the food warm.
Yeah.
That's us, mankind. Just a giant lukewarm casserole waiting to be tossed into the trash. And now you're going to be having a baby. And he'll be waking from his dream soon. And he'll be mad, and he'll be wondering, how the fuck do I get back to the dream, to the night, and the warm stuff? But there is no way. No way this side of death.
That was before Vietnam.
I remember.
There was a lot more activity then, and almost no states had anti-dog fight laws.
In Texas? Shit. The governor, I think. He played. He had his dogs.
After Vietnam, the laws started, and even old-timers are getting busted. I got out of it then. I had other things going on in my life, and I got out.
Well, I know who you are. So I'm wondering, what you want to see me about?
You know who I am.
I know who you used to be, too. You used to have dogs. You ain't got dogs anymore, not now.
I only wanted to get a dog. You think maybe I have other business, and that's wrong. Just want to see your dogs. Indian Sonny said you were the man. And I want to get some dogs. Maybe start up a yard again.
All right. All my dogs are good right now. And I got enough wins. And a Ron bitch. And a 4-time winner. And isn't anything half-assed in my yard.
I guess you were wrong about the other.
Listen to me. When a man appears on TV and a reporter is asking him questions about murders in a criminal organization he runs, well, I think someone would have to be very stupid not to want to know up front what the reason for the visit is.
My reason for the visit is dogs, and I love dogs. Bulldogs. Pit bull terriers, people call them now. And I love dogs, and that is why I'm here.
So what's gonna become of the girl?
She'll have her baby.
That's what I thought. So you ain't gonna buy a dog, are you? You also ain't gonna get a house or some shit or become a father.
No. No, I'm not.
But you like dogs, didn't you? And you know dogs, I'll give you that. So what I want to know is, why are you here? I imagine it has to do with Mueller.
Mueller! Yeah, it has to do with him.
I expect Mueller would turn up. Found along the railroad track somewhere. Dead is my unemployment claim. Is that correct so far?
So far, you're correct.
Well, I don't want nothing to do with Mueller or his business.
You already have something to do with Mueller.
Yes, but not anymore. You can see that. And what I can see about you is you have medical problems of some sort. And here you are, with this girl following you and knocked up and telling you she loves you. And all the while you feeling worse and worse. But nobody's supposed to know that, because you the big dog, right? Dogmouth's the enforcer. And a man is in prison in Mississippi for life because of you, on a killing you did. And he took the fall on that. And now journalists are following you and the girl around wanting interviews. Is this right so far?
And that'll just stop you when you make a mistake.
Okay. So I am a business associate of Mr. Mueller. I'm not a friend. And it's true we did some business. And Mr. Mueller is a man of German extraction, I think. And he does his business in the kind of way they do in Germany, or places like that, I guess. And he's not a man many people are gonna like. He's a bad-smelling man, and he's got bad breath, and he spits when he talks to you. And he drinks so that you could smell the odor of cheap wine or Thunderbird, I think. I know that one. And he's got bad teeth and black holes of decay, and he lied. And I never had wanted to do business with Mueller, but I have no choice. You see, I gotta look out for myself, and I've had a tough life. Now, I'm not complaining. There's many have seen worse lives, and in some ways I figure myself lucky. Lucky Weeks. I figure I should be called Lucky Weeks. There it is, the whole story. We did a little business, sold a few pills, sold a little smoke, just some little pissant shit. I was hardly a part of it. Truthfully, I was hardly a part of the damn business. And so now, I expect Mr. Mueller is dead, or soon will be dead, and you are here to see me about some dogs you don't really want.
One problem is hemorrhoids. I got hemorrhoids. One time after Vietnam, it was so bad they built me a new asshole. That's how bad it was at one time. I'm not sure what I thought would happen. My focus now is about 1 or 2 hours in front of me. That's it. That's the truth. The organization, well, they may paint the name of it all across train yards in the western states, but hell, it isn't much of an organization. When that reporter started writing about us, all kind of people started making claims of things we had done. And people I didn't even know started writing the name of the organization on boxcars, on trestles, on cement embankments, and there seemed like there were thousands of us, or hundreds anyway. There weren't that many, not nearly that many. And then other reporters took up the story, and they would say that men would call them up and they'd say, "Oh, I know where killing had been. They didn't know where the graves were." They'd tell them anything they thought sounded good, might make them a few extra bucks. And always they would mention Dogmouth. He's the killer. He's the leader. He's the enforcer. He's dangerous. You watch yourself.
Yeah? Well, I've heard of you, and I've seen you on TV.
Sure you have, and I haven't denied a thing, have I? As hell, some of it's true. But now, it's worse than hemorrhoids. I still have those, but I got cancer. I got cancer of the anus. I am being eaten alive, inside out, from the asshole up. Tried to get him to write me up for some painkillers, but you know how they are. They took one look at me and they said, "Well, that might not be in your best interest." I said, "Well, having cancer is not my best interest either."
Who told you got cancer? A doctor tell you that? Was that a doctor you trust?
A doctor at the VA in Los Angeles. A doctor at the VA. The GI Bill and medical benefits is what I got out of killing people for the government.
That's the thing about these doctors. I expect that they don't understand that death is not an illness. You see, they figure down the road they'll have a cure for the damn thing. But I don't want that cure. I've lived long enough already. And sure, I'm scared as the next person on that. But I know it'll be a relief nonetheless.
I know I sure could have used some codeine or whatever. I sure could have used some of that.
So now I want to ask you, what is it you plan on doing? You want to kill me, same as Mueller?
Well, that's not something I can really talk about. I mean, anything that I would decide to do, I would lie about anyway. Right?
Little Naya asked me why I came out here to Arizona. and I have no honest answer. All my life I've been pulled from here to there in one direction or the other without any answer as to why. There are not a lot of people out here. That's the best reason. Because one thing I am certain of is if there are a lot of people out here, then I would leave.
I wanna think about the dogs for a night or so. You okay with that?
You got a lot to think about. So you take all the time you want, all the time you need.
I love you.
How do you feel?
Like a girl about to have a baby. Guess I'm gonna have the baby soon now. What's gonna happen, Terry?
Nothing to do with you. I don't have to talk to you at all if that's what you want.
This is your baby and I love you. And even though you pretend you don't care, I know you do.
Then you're stupid. You shouldn't be breeding. I could do things that would make you stop loving me.
I don't want you to do that.
You tell me when the baby's ready and I'll get you to the hospital. I know where they'll take you. I talked to Weeks. Cut me to some people who know the scene here. How to get some welfare extras and some food stamps. You'll be fine.
No, I mean, I'm telling you about this now.
Okay.
But this wasn't good, you know, not good.
Well, wait. Is Mueller...
No, man, Mueller's not dead. Is Mueller dead? No, he's not dead.
Okay.
But you know, how this happened, it's not good. Not fucking good. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm there in Provo in Utah. You know, that's where the motherfucker lives now, in Mormon, Utah, hey? So now if I got to spend my life in prison, it's going to be with a bunch of lapsed Mormons, man. That's not right. That's fucked up.
Slow down, all right? Now you tell me about it. Slow down and tell me about it.
So I'm up there in Provo and I'm asking around, and everybody seems to know Mueller, man. They know his house, they know his old lady. Yeah, he's got an old lady. Nobody told me this. Ugly bitch, too. So I find his house and I go there and I'm waiting for him to show up, you know. So finally he shows up and he goes inside the house. So now I keep hanging around, and what I'm figuring is I'll follow him, you know, next time he leaves the house. But man, he doesn't fucking leave. It's like 11 o'clock now, and some Provo cop stopped me, you know, asked me, who am I? What am I doing there? I said, wait, look, I'm just a bum. I'm on my way out of town, you know. So they say, okay, you know, get out of town quickly, you know, all that good shit. So I split, but then I come back, man, and now I see the cocksucker. He's out walking his dog with his old lady. Tough to tell which one was the dog, man. So I follow him, you know. And finally they come up on this dark stretch of street, you know, it's got no houses on it. So I just ran up on the motherfucking man and I shanked him. Stuck him right there. He started screaming like some bitch and I stuck him again, man. And I stick him one more time, you know.
Go on.
But then his old lady, she's been running down the street yelling for help, you know, yelling for help. But Mueller's on the ground, man. Blood all over the place. Blood all over. He had on this light brown jacket, man, you know, but now it was fucking red. It was red. It was wet. I looked down at him. I said, you're a punk, man. You deserve this shit. But now I heard people coming. Fucking bitch found people. You know, so I ran, man. I ran, man. I got to the tracks and I hopped on the back of something. I don't know. It was a commuter type. And I was on something for about a day. Then I hopped off and I was in New Mexico. And then now I'm here.
But he's not dead?
I heard it on the radio. And then I read a newspaper in Zion. I was in a coffee shop. And they had an article about this attack, and it said that this man was attacked allegedly by this member of Vietnam veterans who ride the...
This sucker didn't die, and he accused us, is that it?
I don't know, on the radio it said he was expected to make a full recovery. Fuck, man, I'm sorry, man, you know? Look, he's a tough old cocksucker, that's all I can say.
All you can say.
Man, I stuck him 3 times. You know, maybe 4, maybe 5, I don't know, but 3 I know for sure, you know? And every time, man, I felt the fucking blade go in there, you know? And I was gonna run the gears, man. Leave him dying there holding his fucking intestines, but, you know, it didn't happen that way, you know?
Let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You are gonna have to leave here, and you are gonna have to go far away. And let me tell you something else. You're gonna have to be smart and listen to me, or you will find yourself on death row. And man, they will shoot your ass in Utah.
All right. Man, fuck that cocksucker, I'm telling you.
He's gonna make a full recovery, and he's gonna tell the police everything he can. He's gonna help them any way he can. Tell them everything he knows about us. Everything he knows.
Yeah, but look, what is it, when you think about it, what does he fucking know? He don't know anything.
I want you to go to Mexico. I know exactly how to do this, exactly what to do, exactly, and you have to be smart and listen to me. You wanna be on death row?
No, I don't want to be on death row.
Then you are gonna have to do what I tell you to do. I have some friends in Mexico. They will help you.
Okay, but see, the thing is, man, I don't like Mexicans, man.
Mexico is all right. Mexico is fine.
Shit. You know, I hate Mexican food. See, right there, I don't want to have to go. Then, you know, I got to stay a long time and all, you know.
Enchiladas. Why, you gonna tell me enchiladas aren't good?
Well, you know, it's a matter of personal fucking taste. I don't happen to like enchiladas, tacos. I don't like fucking Mexicans, man.
Yeah? You like Utah penitentiary food? Huh? Yeah. You like the food on death row? You like powdered eggs and chili mac? That's what you like? In the morning, you head down to El Paso. You cross over there, you'll be in Matamoros. I'll call Arturo. Audie, he's got dogs. I know him a long time. And he will meet you and he will drive you down into Mexico somewhere. His family works with the syndicate. He'll drive you down into central Mexico where the police work for the syndicate. And that's where you're gonna stay until I send word that you should leave.
Yeah, fuck. All right, yeah. But I don't like Mexico, I gotta tell you this. I don't like Mexico, though.
I reckon that's not really the issue, is it? I'm just trying to take care of something that you let get away from you. Now, I know that can happen, but there are reasons, if I wanted, to ask a couple questions. Don't you think so? Don't you think that?
No, I mean, if you got questions, then yeah, they should be answered.
I don't think you can answer them. It's those kind of questions.
Yeah, but you asked me to do this. You told me to go see Mueller.
That's right.
Come on, man, how long I known you? What? 8 years? 10 years? Ever since the joint, right?
10 years, I'd say.
You know, you told me to go.
I knew you would say this. I knew you'd say exactly this.
Hey, 10 motherfucking years, man.
You got a point here. You got a point to make.
How come that you sent me to see Mueller?
Because I was coming to see Weeks.
Yeah, but what's going on with that? I mean, it looks like all you gotta do is buy a motherfucking dog.
Might buy a dog. Man has good dogs. What are you trying to say?
I mean, just... Look, you sent me to kill a motherfucker. Okay, and then you came here to buy a dog. That's all right, you know. But now you're talking shit about it. You know, like, you know, I didn't do something, man. It just didn't work out. No, I don't know, man. It's not important, not to me. Not anymore.
There's a car nearby. When you're ready, you say it, and I'll go get it.
I can't tell. I'm not certain what's supposed to happen to let me know, and I guess I'll just know.
Yeah, I think you'll know.
I had a boyfriend once. He never let me out of his sight. If I was away, he'd call every 5 minutes until we were back together. He was never happy. It wouldn't matter what I did or how often I told him I loved him. I think even the idea of being okay with things, like trusting me and all, it made him shiver and get afraid.
Some people need to be busy doing something. Even busy being jealous.
That's how he was. And he drove me insane until I left him. But I had to sneak out of town because just to tell him, he would have beat the shit out of me. And I didn't want to go. To leave that place. And I shouldn't have had to. That's my point.
You have to do a lot of things in this world that you don't want to. The world is real shitty that way.
I wonder what this is all about with you. Terry doesn't usually do anything with black people.
We're not really doing anything.
Terry usually doesn't do nothing with black people either. You follow me? He won't even do nothing if it involves a black guy.
We're just talking about dogs. Maybe that's different.
No. But something is different. I just can't see it. Are you worried? Like, don't you know who he is? Dogmouth?
I know.
Well, are you worried a little?
No, not worried.
No. Something is going on while we came here. If Terry wanted a dog, he would buy a dog from a white guy. Even though the black guy's dog was better.
You think that?
No, something. I'm a little nervous myself.
A woman gonna have a baby shouldn't be nervous. It's not good for the baby.
No, not that kind of nervous. I'm not nervous about myself. I am fine. I am, however, a little nervous about you. About you, the black guy. Get it?
Are you saying that the father of your baby, you think that he came here to hurt me? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And does that make you feel all excited?
No. I'm not some sicko.
What about black men? Does being up close to a black man make you feel something?
Do you know what would happen if I told Terry you just said that?
I could give a fuck what you tell Terry. Shit. I'm not trying to fuck you. I don't even like white girls. I don't have that much interest in sex anymore anyway. And besides, I guess you couldn't understand that. A world without sexual charge anywhere. Shit.
You think you're trying some head game with the dumb little white chick.
I think nothing of the sort. I think you're just a young girl in love, going to have a baby, and wondering what that's gonna be like.
You have children?
Nope.
I don't know why we're here, and I don't even want to come here, and I'm gonna ask you to do something.
Go ahead.
I want to ask you to leave. Go away for a few days, and then Terry will just take me and we'll go back to California and forget about whatever the hell it is we came here for.
Somebody came here for Dogmouth today. A friend of his. You know who that is? Shit.
Will you do that for me?
Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I'm fucking tired of talking to you. Shit, what am I talking to this bitch for?
Wake up, Terry.
What?
I might be about to have the baby.
You might be. Are you?
I don't know.
Well, then you're not.
One more thing.
Yeah?
I saw Becker. I saw him when I was in town. Around the truck stop there.
You saw him?
Yeah, and I had this bad feeling. All of a sudden. It's just like that. All of a sudden.
Don't worry about Becker. Becker will be leaving tomorrow. Should have left yesterday, but he'll be leaving tomorrow.
No. No, I don't think he will.
Go back to sleep.
I think at the moment I had that feeling come over me, I also, well, the bad feeling was part of how I could feel. He isn't going to do what you want him to do. He's going to try to do something to you.
Listen to me, Naya. I've known many Beckers, and I know what they're capable of, and what they aren't.
Christ.
Becker will be leaving tomorrow. We'll be leaving tomorrow, too. After Becker leaves,
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Hi. Okay. I dreamed last night. In the dream was Lee Marvin. When I was a little girl, my daddy would talk about movies with Lee Marvin, who he loved. Lee Marvin scared me.
If it's a boy, maybe you can name him Marvin.
Fuck Lee Marvin and fuck my dumbass dreams and fuck my dad who loved Lee Marvin because he was a Marine.
Look, see, maybe we should get to the hospital now.
My dad, he loved war movies best. Best of all would have been a war movie with Lee Marvin. So he could talk to you about being in the army, being in the Marines, talk at you with a beer in his hand, and I always had to get him another cold one, honey. It's the only time he called me honey. And when I started to have friends, he'd buy us beer or wine, the kind of wine he thought was fancy, but it wasn't really. And even then, I kind of knew that. But my friends, they didn't. So he felt like a big shot. And he talked to them about being in the army, and he never hit on them or anything. But he was an asshole. And he'd give them advice as if he could provide guidance, like a priest. My dad, a priest. Everything was just like that. It was half-assed and full of shit. And then my mother, she'd just get backhand for anything. Didn't matter. He'd start feel bad, start getting into depression, just smack her. And this is to get him feeling better.
Listen, it's a long way to the hospital, okay? Now, do you have everything you need? My memory isn't so good, so I need you to remember things, okay? It's just something that's happened to me, that I will forget things, same as an old man. Now, do you have everything you need? I'm gonna take you to the hospital and leave you there.
Oh, no!
Man, I know things you don't. Man, I wish I didn't. But then...
Then what?
But then by now I'd be a dead nigger.
Railroad cops. Those are railroad cops.
They won't be back till tomorrow, when it gets light. Then they'll be back.
You think they're looking for me? You think even the railroad is looking for me?
I think the whole world is looking for you, Becker.
That's how it feels, man. Like the whole world's out looking to find me.
The entire planet is looking for you. Pretty soon police from other planets will be looking for you.
That's how it feels. You can make fun of me, man, but that's how it fucking feels.
I'm not making fun of you. I know exactly how it feels. Every stranger looks like a cop. Every time you see someone on the phone, you think they're dropping a dime on you. You dream of being chased, just like dogs dream, except you dream of being chased. You didn't make a sound last night, though. Slept like a baby. Not even moving. Silent. When dogs dream, they bark or whimper. And you can see their little paws moving as they're chasing down that rabbit or whatever it is. I wonder how they know that's what dogs dream. I mean, they don't know. Maybe they dream of empires, sacred books. Well, or maybe they dream of little girl dogs, you know, like dancing poodles or something. I like to think they dream of unknown mathematical equations, science, architecture. All things which they forget when they wake up. I wonder, do we dream after death? I'd like to know what those dreams are like.
the fuck?
If you can, Becker, you come back and tell me what you dreamed.
In this hospital, there's a day room where I spend most of my day. I've been kept for observation because they say I had some irregularities. I believe it's because the police asked the hospital to keep me here. There's a television, but they keep the sound turned down so as not to upset the girls who are watching it. I find the television very upsetting, and I never watch when the news comes on. Instead, I go do something else, like play with the baby. I named him after my father. I didn't name him after Terry. I guess it just works that way. No matter what. Love, hate, like, dislike. None of it matters. Some things just work the way they work. And there's nothing you can do to change it.